terrible angle while driving, somewhat paying attention to both. Okay, so, hi. I am, first off, I'll say I'm Melanie. I'm gonna literally just upload this part to my channel. This is gonna be the first thing I upload. So, before I even finish driving, getting home. So, hi. I'm gonna put my YouTube name, it's gonna be like Melanie Kristen, just because Kristen's my middle name. It's a lot easier to pronounce than my last name. My last name is just hard for people, so I just it's not hard. It's in Portuguese, so I'd rather just save myself time and energy, and not even. But hi, for the third time, I'm driving. So I just kind of had this weird epiphany where, so I do tarot cards. I heavily do believe. Not heavily, no, pretty heavily. It's because they come in a time where I think it's like literally perfect. So like about almost a year ago now, almost a year, where I literally went to Michigan for school. Like I was literally about to start it's gonna be my second first year because I failed my first year because I was just going through so much. And then because of that pandemic, like over the summer, I actually managed to get a lot of my shit together. But I remember doing it with my roommate, Maya, and hers was like something of like money. And then mine legitimately said, something's not going to work out for you. You're going to have to go back. You're going to be upset, but something great is going to come out of it. And then what's funny is like a few hours later, I had to talk with my parents how they think school was too expensive. And with the pandemic, I'm probably gonna have to do and I was gonna have to do most of my stuff online. So it just made no sense for me to even go up there. And they thought it was better for me to just take a year off. And shit, I don't need to go into the next lane. Okay. And it was funny because then that weekend, I ended up going home. So I went from Michigan back to Ohio. I didn't go back to my same job that I was before. And it was just really, it's 11:11. Look at that. So, but it was just so funny how that happened. And I remember talking to we were only roommates for like literally like a weekend. I had one day of a fucking class and I already came back to Ohio. So I took a year off. And this year I've literally just focused more on my physical health, mental health, and there's just so much going on. And it's just funny how, because I did this in high school, I did YouTube in high school, but I put all those in private because no thank you. But it was just kind of like something like, wow, like I came back and I work now like at Bath and Body Works, and I love I don't have a problem. Okay, there's some people, of course, I dislike. One person who I absolutely can't stand, but everyone else I pretty much love. And it's like, I actually really like being there, and I actually feel like there's some days I just have really bad anxiety, so I have a hard time talking to people, but I'm actually attempting instead of avoiding it. Like, it was easier to do my old job, but like everyone is so nice, and just like it actually is kind of enjoyable. Just like, I don't know, like it just I like being there. Like, I actually like the environment. It's not toxic. But, there are, of course, bad days, of course, but, like, that's just how life is. But I was just thinking of that, and it was funny. And then for the past few months, at least since March, I've been thinking about doing this again and actually, like, restarting it. This is a terrible angle. I don't even care. I can't fix it. I'm driving. And I don't know, like, okay, so today is, what is today? May 12th. I don't even know the days. But I keep losing my train of thought because I want to rethink and I want to re-say my sentences, but I really have to like just talk and let myself ramble because it makes more sense to me and actually makes me feel better instead of just trying to perfect everything. But I've been thinking about doing this again, and like just because like I'm just different now, and I just kind of like, I don't know, like I like just YouTube and social media, and all this is just a lot more entertaining and fun than just a normal job for me. But I also know that I still do want to work in some type of like business or more marketing kind of, instead of like full like influencer. So that's not really what I want. This is just more like something fun to do. But I was just kind of like thinking about it, and then I did like a tarot reading for myself a couple weeks ago. Not a couple weeks ago, probably like about 2 weeks ago, yeah. And it was just kind of like what I was saying for like myself and for like my birthday, and then like what I wanted to do like, if I wanted to, oh my god, I hiccups. I'm trying to push it down. But kind of like what I want to do, and like if I want to do YouTube, and like just how I'm feeling. And it was just kind of like, there is a positive side. There's gonna be people who don't think you should do it, that there's gonna be people who don't believe in it, but like that there could be a really good outcome, and like if I just stick to it, something good will happen. Like just something positive. Like I'm so hot. I could take the, I don't want to hope actually that can, I'll just be hot, I don't care. But, and I was just kind of like, oh, fuck me. Oops. But I was just kind of like thinking, okay, like it makes sense. So I actually started, and I did film a video, but like I don't let myself, I just ramble a lot, especially when I'm talking. Like, this is how I talk to my friends, this is how I talk at work, my parents, like everyone. Like, my thoughts are everywhere, and like I just can't help it. But if I'm like in certain situations, like at work and having to talk to customers, like I have to like stop myself in my sentences to restart, because I can hear it mess up before I even finish. Like, in my mind, like, it's just how I am. And it's so annoying because I can't stand myself when I do it. So then I try to like fix it, but it's like I just ramble, and just how I am, like I am right now. And I'm not surprised if some people can't watch the whole thing, because I don't make any sense. Fair enough, truly is. But I did the tarot, and then there was another tarot reading I found on TikTok, and I love this girl, and like literally it was like, it was literally saying, you're not doing what you're wanting. You're slowing yourself down for no damn reason. Like, there is a positive outcome. You're doing this to yourself. You're overthinking it. And I'm like, literally, that is me. And this was like at least 2 days ago now. 2 days ago. And I was just like, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. And literally today, I see here, like, my favorite podcast, Pretty Basic, with Remy and Alicia. I love them to death. Literally been my favorite since, like, freshman year of high school. So being now like 20, it's just kind of funny. So literally this episode is just Alicia talking, and it's literally how to change your life and live your life. And it's just, she's talking about just the overthinking, being different, and just doing what you want to do, and like it doesn't need to be a whole production. Like, it doesn't need to be so extra. You can do something simplified, because there are gonna be people who watch, there are gonna be people who pay attention and who want to. And I'm like, I just need to stop. And then I keep saying, okay, tomorrow. I'm like, literally, I'm sitting here and saying like, oh, tomorrow. I'm like, no, like, not tomorrow. Like, fuck it, I can drive and talk at the same time. I do it to myself constantly. Like, I can do both. And I'm like, I also don't need to keep it secret. I don't care, because really, I'm snippy. If someone from work want to say something to me, they can say it to my fucking face. I don't care. I'll just say shit back. Like, say like, oh, you talk too much, you ramble too much. I know, you don't hear my thoughts. Like, believe me, I'm yelling. But it's just kind of like, if I really don't care about what people say, then just put it on your Instagram story. Just say, hey, I am gonna do this. If you don't think I can, unfollow me, leave me alone, or talk shit, and I'll prove you fucking wrong. Like, that's just my brain. But it's just funny how, like, I feel like it's like 3 times where it's like, hey, you could do something great. Like, you want to do something. You're slowing yourself down mentally, and you're not like, even like, you're overthinking, you're overdoing it, you're making it harder than it needs to be. So I'm like, fuck it. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna upload this because my brain's going 100 miles per hour. I need to do it before I make some type of excuse. Like, this is gonna be my first video because I ramble, I talk, and yeah, this is, and I already know what I want to do. Like, I already have an idea. Like, I think I know what I want to do. I'm just, again, overthinking it. I'm making it harder than it needs to be. So, this is gonna be my first video. This is how it's gonna be. Oh. Oops. So, yeah. So, this is, I need to stop doing this to myself.